In this challenge, you can make as much as $2,000 per month wherever you find yourself in the world. Hi, my name is Amesese and I'll be your moderator for this challenge. For those who do not know me, I am an aspiring data scientist with years of web development experience before I transitioned into data science. While this channel has a direction to document my data science journey, I'll be sharing practical web dev and freelancing lessons along the line. It is very interesting to hear people say that the machine they need to start their first business is about $1,000. But how did that become something you want to start in the first place? In this video, I present to you the Freelancer Lifecycle Challenge. This is a 4-step challenge that guarantees at least $2,000 per month when followed diligently. Maybe you are into media, IT solutions, videography, web design, blogging, social media management, or branding and marketing. Whatever your vibe is, whatever path you are on, there is a life cycle that every freelancer kind of stumbles through. And yeah, it's a wild ride, but is it worth it? Of course it is. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. So in each step, I'll show you what you need to do, how you can make the best out of it as well. Alright, so first step is to gather money. And when I say to gather money, it's like the hustle hard and then kind of eat less phase. Here you are taking any job, like think of entry-level gigs, like driving for Bolt, Shagzy, doing the random task on gig platforms, any task that you think you can make money out of it, like Fiverr, or calling niche-based clients. As for the pay, it can be worse. Like in this challenge, in this phase, it can be worse. Sometimes you ask yourself, why am I working 10 hours for this? It's very bad. But here's the deal. This stage is all about stacking cash, okay? So we are stacking cash to simply fund your dream. You are saving for that laptop, that camera you need, that software subscription that you need to kickstart your creative journey. It will require lots of grit, but it's temporary. Now, to maximize this phase of the challenge, the only rule is to test your creative abilities to the highest level. Take any opportunity that present a challenge that you need to provide solutions for. Providing solutions for the most daring problems and then getting paid for them. A side note is that some of your clients may not pay you in full. Some may even end up as a bad debt. And you'll benefit from this in the third phase of this cycle. Next is to level up or to upgrade your tools. You can also call it the spend the money on this phase of the challenge. You are basically going to spend money on anything that you touch every day. You've got some cash now, so you want to invest in some good things that you can use. A better computer, a pro-grade camera if you are recording videos, and then maybe some courses to also sharpen your skills. That is the skills you already know, or even learn new skills, right? And at this stage as well is where we may start getting some pay that is fair, but not really amazing, but at least you have made progress from not getting paid at all. Here you are also bouncing in between gigs, maybe designing a logo here, editing a software there, editing a video there, building a basic website. Probably you are testing the waters and figuring out what you are really good at. Now, how do you maximize this phase as well? To maximize this phase, you need to keep learning, and if a particular thing really catches your interest or brings in more clients, you can master that and then move on with it. But remember, the better your tools and skills, the more you stand out in this phase. Now, I could not find any better name for the next phase than to call it the juicy phase. Not juicy because it comes after the spending money phase, but I call this one the referrals phase as well. Things really get juicy here. Based on the good work that you've done in the last phase of the challenge, this is where your network and reputation start doing the heavy lifting. You've done some solid work and now people are talking about your work. A client may recommend you to their friend, or your social media post may catch somebody's eye, or whatever you are doing on the internet may catch somebody's interest. They may want to work with you. Suddenly you are not really chasing gigs again, but rather maybe the gigs are chasing you, right? Your portfolio looks clean, the vibe is professional. Now you know your network is growing and all that, right? So whether you are into media, IT, videography, web design, blogging, social media management, or branding, this is where you start landing consistent work. You keep those relationships tight, and trust me, they are good. And this is where you also have much time to learn and you earn more than you used to. It's so interesting. At this stage, you become hard on getting clients to even pay upfront, right? Because you have a portfolio, and it is the exact flip of whatever struggles you faced when you were gathering money in the very first phase. Now the final phase here is what I call the God mode. This is like the dream. I mean, yeah, you are working on big projects and getting some corporate clients and then some multinational gigs or maybe some high profile campaigns or outreach. So now you are not just a freelancer anymore, you are a brand. Maybe you have a mini agency you are working with. Companies in media or IT, like the big companies, right? They are also reaching out to hand over some gigs to you. Now they know your name, so you don't really stress over pay, right? They know your portfolio as well. And here you can even be on contract roles where you are not paid salary per se, but you are paid based on what is on your rate card as a freelancer, because you've got a very slick portfolio, like very good reputation and a network of people that are mentioning your name in rooms. Here you are also picking and choosing projects. You may decide not to pick a certain project based on your experience if you think the complexities, the requirements are a bit complex. So here is a recap. You start by grinding for the cash, you upgrade your tools, you build that network and then gain some referrals, and then you aim for the God mode where everything is really sorted. It's not easy, but I mean, it's yours. You need to own the process. You need to keep pushing. You need to stay curious and know that you will eventually get there. Now that you know all this, let the challenge begin. See you in the next one.